Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, Charles here. And listen, I got a banging show for you today. Not one guest, not two guests. I got three guests coming on. That's right. There's a special event happening very soon, and I want to make sure that you are a part of it. All right. So without further ado, let's just get started and bring these lovely ladies onto the show. Let's make some noise. How you doing? How you doing?
Hi, Charles. How are you today?
Great. Great to have you back on the show.
It's my pleasure, Charles. And I love the opening now, how you changed it. It's amazing. I was waiting to tell you live.
I appreciate it. But listen, we got somebody new. I've never seen this face before. How you doing? There. Hello, you there? Okay. Maybe she can't hear us right now. So, Zara, are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'm just going to do an introduction, and sorry, my sound. So I'm just going to introduce myself. My name is Zaire. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to join, and I'm going to just be reading your mails right now because currently I can't hear anything.
Love it. Love it. Love technology. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it easy, even help her out. We're going to have fun on this show. Right? This is what I'm going to do. We're going to have fun on this show. I'm going to ask you some questions. And as I ask you some questions, I'm going to type them out for her and see if that works. Okay?
Okay.
So we have a special event coming up pretty soon. What's it all about?
So Charles, we're having a wonderful event on July 15th, as you know, and it is basically all about women empowerment and speaking to different issues that affect us as women and different ways that we can sort of come together and work together in order to mitigate those issues and just create a healthier platform for everyone.
Right. Now, I'm excited about it because because of the pandemic, we haven't been visible in a long time. So this is something exciting that we can get back together, network, and just find out what everybody's doing, because in a long time, everybody has added stuff to their company, has branched out more to their company. So it's a great time to network and find out more about it.
I'm really excited myself, actually, to see everyone. It's been a long journey coming. And I joined the IWB during the pre-pandemic,
right.
And then the pandemic hit. So I never got to meet anyone live. And then while it was opening back up, I was preparing for my work overseas. So actually my call with you is international. I don't know if you remember, but I'm doing a sabbatical leave internationally in the Middle East. So I actually have to say hi from the Middle East. And I'm also doing some advocacy work here as well. And I just think that it's really, really important. There are issues, and, the more we scratch the surface, there are issues that affect all of our communities. And I know that I can speak to one in particular for the Lebanese community, is that, even though we're in diaspora, living in Canada or living across the world, we have century-old colonial laws that affect our community so much and are still affecting us to this day. And a lot of them are gender-based, and all of that, there is just no appetite for that anymore.
Yes, because the last time we talked, let me just, go back in the memory banks. You're transitioning over. You had some new businesses, and we were talking about you going over and taking a chance and jumping into the ship. So great to see that everything is going well so far. And that's another thing that we can learn from you, that what you're doing, bringing back information and helping out other people.
Yeah, I would say it's been a very wonderful, enlightening, hard, even though I've lived here before a year. And however, what I can say is that it has propelled me to do even more advocacy work. And definitely business-wise, this year alone, We closed on more properties. Of course, I always invest in Canada. So this year alone, we closed on more properties. Just the plethora of things that come when you are chosen to be forced to be alone and to find your way in a different place is very interesting. And a lot of our members at the IWB, this is their reality. This is all they know. They had to come to Canada, whether they wanted to or not, by choice or not. And now this is their reality. So it's almost like reverse immigration. And, they're finding their way too. And, we come with all of our own baggage. And I think that this event will be very, very enlightening for so many individuals from all different walks of life, very multicultural, very diverse, and everyone is speaking to a different part of the tapestry.
Well, I made it easy for everybody. I put the Eventbrite in the description. So right now you'll see it popping up on your screen that you can click the link, get your ticket, and do more about it. Now, this event is happening pretty soon. You got like just a little bit of time. When I say soon, it's happening July 15th this year.
I would say that's like a month. That's
right.
A little less than a month. I will be home on Saturday, so then I will be attending our meetings again. Well, I'll be attending our meetings on the right time frame. I think that so much work goes into this from all of our members. And I know from attending events, we have a lot of people who attend and who invite other people. And so, these become very big events.
Right.
And I would suggest whoever wants to go to make sure that they get a ticket as early as possible, because then there might be somebody else in their community, in their family, in their home that wants to go with them. And because it's only 4 hours, there's so much that will be involved in that anyway. So I would suggest that people go ahead and get their tickets early. And you might want to be involved, not you in particular, as I know you're involved, but whomever it is that's getting their ticket, they might want to be involved in the IWB. They might have an issue that they're working on. They might be part of a corporation or an independent entrepreneur and have different foci and want to bring that to our attention as well.
So here it is. The event date is July 15th at 4:30 p.m. and it's happening at Toronto City Hall. Now, I want to pull this up. There's a lot of speakers. All right. It's a lot of good information, a lot of speakers. And I think she's back. I'm going to bring one of our speakers back on.
All right.
Let me see. Can we get her on there? Is her camera working? She's there. Is the camera working? Hear us?
Yes. I can hear you guys now perfectly. Thank you.
There you go. She's back. So please introduce yourself one more time.
Yes, so my name is Zaire. I'm here with IWB as an entrepreneur as well as working within the financial field. And I'm excited to join here with all you guys today. So thank you for having me.
All right. So tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Yes, so I'm an entrepreneur. So I have my own cake company actually, and I've called it Zelux Cakes, where I'm able to create specialty cakes for anyone needing any custom cakes and designs, as well as I work in the insurance field. And that's a passion of mine because it's connecting with individuals, especially within the minority community. Sometimes we don't get the right advice we need. So that was my role, to be able to educate business owners, like-minded people like myself, on the best ways to protect themselves.
All right, so let's backtrack a little bit, okay? Why did you join? Like, what attracted you to this great organization?
Yes, so I wanted to get connected with women in power. So I wanted to just be connected with women in business and be around women who are working to create better change and develop in different avenues of their field. So connecting and kind of just like working and hearing how their stories are, especially I'm younger. I want to hear stories and advice from people who've done it and are really growing and making an impact in the community as well.
All right. So then what is your topic about? Social impact. It's happening July 15th at 4:30. Give us a little snippet what we can expect.
For me, it's more just breaking into kind of like the barriers and understanding of how it is to be an entrepreneur. I'm still up and coming and working and developing. So giving other younger fellows insight that you can do it. You can still have balance and you could have growth in your field and develop in different ways, and just don't give up and keep pushing.
Yeah, and that's the great focus about it. All right, so at the end of the day, one more time, I want to make sure that everybody can get a little bit more information. There it is. Event date July 15th, 2020 at 4:30. And then tell us a little bit more about the event. What is it? Is it networking? Is it a speaking engagement? Tell us more about the event. Anybody can answer that question.
Yeah, so it's for me, when I went to my first event, I learned a lot. There's a lot of networking involved. You're able to meet different people within the community, people who you probably won't meet just on Instagram or just on maybe TikTok or wherever you meet people now these days. So it's more of a personal connection. That's the main focus, is getting that personal one-to-one connection, actually seeing the person face to face versus a DM like, hey, can we connect? It's a real authentic connection, and I really appreciate that. That's why I'm always attending events, whether it's virtual or in person. They're always there, and it's a great experience.
Yeah, and it's a community. Like right now, we have so many people online watching. It's a community based. Everybody's great. One thing great about it is everybody's there to help everybody else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you need something, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. They're like, oh, go talk to this person. Oh, go talk to that
Yes.
person. Oh, I'm stuck doing this. Well, we have somebody that does that. Go talk to this person. That's the one thing that you missed when you're not part of this organization, when you're not on your own. The connections
Yes.
is key. So talk about the connection.
I would say, Charles, as Zaire said, it's I wouldn't even say if it's so much of a connection as it becomes a friendship. And then it just becomes a part of a compassion towards one another to help each other succeed, because we're all springing from the same board. And we're starting for very often from zero. And it's very hard. We don't know the systems. We don't know how to navigate them. So we look to our peers and our fellows within our community to sort of help us and guide us and enable us to move forward successfully. And then what happens with that is it becomes a friendship. And through that friendship, it continues to grow. And then what you learn almost as a mentor, as a mentee, then you kind of become a mentor to others. And I can say just from my own is that I've answered so many emails and had so many LinkedIn messages. How do I do this? How do I do that? Should I go back overseas? What do you think my options are? And I would say that what it is we start helping each other. And it almost, it's a family. It becomes like a family of women and men who are there to help one another succeed.
Yes, definitely. So I'm just sitting here reading all the notes and all the captions here as well. That everybody's looking there. Like there's a lot of people, and in the comments, they're saying the same thing that you are. I'm just reading them along. Everybody's talking to everybody else. Everybody's just joining and excited to do it. Now, if you want to be involved, what can we do to get involved?
Zaire, you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the way to be involved is first by the way I actually became involved was I just found on LinkedIn there was International Women's of Business, and that's the way I joined. So I just attended the event, and from there you're able to connect. There's a chat where you're able to just drop in your personal information, and people are able to connect with you on LinkedIn, wherever you want to be contacted. From there, you connect with the organizer. You say, hey, I'm interested in learning more about how the program works, you're learning more about how we're able to connect and grow further, and you're able to get connected with a mentor who will be able to provide support in whatever you need. So that's the main thing, as we were saying, is just working as a team and figuring out where's your goal. So you just kind of tell them what your goal is and where you're trying to be, and then from there you're able to be connected with the right mentor who's able to assess and help you develop through giving you guided advice and answering any questions you need.
Yeah, and then I left this on here because I think this is one of our speakers as well, and then she makes a good point. Diverse. That is the key thing. Is nowadays everybody's the same. Okay, how can you be different? How can you be diverse? A little bit of culture here, a little bit of different information here, takes your business to the next level. And that's what everybody is looking today: is what makes you stand out from anybody else. And that is the key in business. What makes you different? How can you be different on this aspect? And that's a great point. So thank you so much for typing that in. So once again, tell everybody we got to get your tickets. I'm going to put it up one more time, because if you don't get your ticket, you're going to miss out. And then you're going to blame me. Then you can say, Charles, we didn't know.
Ah,
Well, I'm gonna be like, here it is. One more time. Event date, July 15th. It's at 4:30. There. I've washed my hands. You can't blame me now. I gave you the date. And you know what I'm gonna do as well? Just because you can say I didn't try to help you out. In the
you
chat.
gotta give him the link. You gotta get the link, Charles.
There you go. I just watch this. There you go. The link is there. Click the link and get your tickets. You can't blame me anymore. I did
Yeah,
not.
that's right.
Because I will be there. The question is, are you going to be here? Now, and here's the thing. Why not take a chance? What can you miss out? You know, you might say, well, I don't know if it's for me. How do you know if it's for you if you don't go?
Exactly.
That's the main
And you don't have to exactly, sorry to cut you off, Charles. You don't have to exactly be in business to be a member.
Right.
You can just be a member because maybe you're a newcomer. Maybe you need a community. Maybe you need to speak your mother tongue with someone who understands you, someone who has the same heritage or background as you, and you want to just talk to someone confidently. I have met a lot of members in our group who are not necessarily business owners or business minded. They might be professionals, or they might just be general laborers, and they're just looking to connect with other individuals who are like-minded or who share the same cultural background and whom they can trust. And that's also a wonderful reason to come and attend, because you might be able to meet with others. You know, there's many events that we had missed out on because of COVID. And so many members did not have a chance to meet each other face to face, and we had to meet virtually. And this is an opportunity to finally connect with each other and to get to know more about each other. And you never know, there might be an appetite later on to start your business, or, you know, to do more advocacy work, or whatever it is that you would like after attending the event.
Have you two met before?
No.
This is our e-meet.
But we will be meeting in just a few short weeks.
Oh, and that's so glad to introduce you to each other. There you go.
And that's the benefit. You meet different people. That's the beautiful thing about this.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like, I'm just thinking about what you said. We haven't met, and that's the key thing. People haven't met each other for a while, and that's what you want to do, is make sure that each person meets each other and go from there. So it's a great thing that people can meet each other and move forward. All right. So
absolutely. Once you have met each other and you have those connections in your repertoire, after that, then it's up to you how you want to take it forward or not. Or even, like, you know, if you're in the same geographic location, we have a lot of ladies events where they go for coffee, and you know, our founders, they plan all kinds of things to help each other out. And so even if it's just simply, you know, to sit and talk to someone, that's always, you know, at the heart of what we do, is just talking and helping.
Right. So I want to put up some of our great speakers. I've actually had the pleasure of interviewing a lot of them here. I see my buddy there, Steven, is on there.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean? And if you miss out, you're going to miss out. That's all I'm going to say. You miss out, you're going to miss out. You know, this is a program that you do definitely want to get to. And here's the thing too, like she said, it might not be for you, but all the faces right there is networking, and networking is key for any business from starting. So there it is. All right. So before I let you guys go, I'm going to leave the last comment for both of you. Why should somebody attend? Why? Tell them why. Last pitch. Here we go. No, you know something? Forget that. Let me change the word. It's not a pitch, because at the end of the day, if you're interested in your business, and if you're interested in just networking and getting to that next level, it's on you. You should be thinking about coming. You should be thinking about, what can I do? There you go. Best place ever. All right. So tell us a little bit more about YouTube before we let you go. What you guys are up to. Where can we find you on socials?
Yes. So did you want to take it, Natasha?
Sure, yeah. What am I up to? Well, I'm boarding a plane back So Lana calls me today. She's like, "Do you think you can do the interview?" I was like, "For Charles, anytime." Actually, I thought that the interview was at 2:45 a.m. But then when she called me, I was like, "Oh, it's at 6. Okay." So I'm boarding a plane back to Canada. My sabbatical is done for this year, but it was renewed only for a second term. So I'm attending because I want to meet everyone face to face, and I mean that. And so people who see me on your show over the last 2 years, I want them to approach me and I want to meet them and talk to everyone. And I've dedicated that day, and I'm coming all the way from Windsor, and I've been sharing it on my socials as well. And you can find me on my socials at my first and last name, Natasha E. Fagali, or Natasha Fagali on all my socials. It's the same. And I truly look forward to meeting everyone in person and just sharing that connection and talking together and just seeing what everybody else is up to. While we've been off and on the pandemic, and what they're going to be doing going forward.
Nice. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so what I've been up to is just developing and growing my cake business, as well as just working towards this event. So I'll be speaking at the event. I have my little speaking engagement, so I'm excited for that. So everybody feel free to connect with me as well. The way you can find me is also on LinkedIn, just my first and last name, and we can connect further. And I'm just excited to just meet everybody. You know, COVID has been a long time where we've been disconnected, and I'm very much a people person. That gives me energy. So I'm ready to feed off everyone's energy and provide valuable advice where I can.
All right. Now, I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it might happen. You know, you might get there. You might taste a little cake. I'm just saying. Somebody might bring a cake. I'm just saying.
Yes, definitely. So there'll be a surprise there.
You know what I mean? You might taste a little something. You never know.
It's always good. I say it's always a party with cake.
There you go. Oh, I'm so thankful that you guys could join us. I'm excited for it myself. You might see me, guys. You might see me walk through real quick. I have another event, but I definitely want to stop by because, you know, I want to meet everybody as well in person, not just, you know, looking on the camera, looking at each other. I want to meet you guys as well. So definitely look at it. And I got my ticket.
Yes.
Just saying, push the button right there. Hit the link.
Very easy.
Hit it.
That's how I got connected, just by going on Eventbrite, and now look at me.
There you go. All right, everybody. Like I always say, you didn't have to watch, but I'm so glad that you did. Here's a question for you. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from moving forward? I know what's stopping you. One click. Because all you got to do is click that button and get your tickets. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charles. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Has come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional